अस्सलाम वालेकुम. Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning to you all. How are you? Hope you all will be fine. Can you hear me, beta? Is my voice clear? Is my voice clear, beta? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, beta, all of you turn on your cameras. Hamza Mujtaba, Romesa, Zimel, and Fozia. Beta, turn on your cameras. Prepare your loose sheets for today's test. And today we are going to discuss, and you are going to uh, be ready for your test. And today's chapter name is, as I told you in previous class, Pakistan as welfare state. So this is your revision lecture, and I will ask you some questions, and you have to give me the answers through your you are going to give me the answers of some questions through writing the answers in your loose sheets, and you will on your cameras right now. So you have to turn on your cameras, beta. Hamza Mujtaba, turn on your camera. Rumesa, Zimel, and Fozia, beta, all of you turn on your cameras. Okay, fine. In the meanwhile, when you are uh, going to ready for your test, I will explain you the definition, just the definition of a welfare state. As I told you in the previous classes, in physical classes and in virtual classes as well, I discussed with you the definition of a welfare state. So, what is the welfare state? Is it clear? The question is, what is the welfare state? So, first of all, I will give you a short review of a welfare state. So, a state that cares for the basic needs of its citizens and enables them to live a peaceful life is called a welfare state. Is it clear? Which state cares for the basic needs of the citizens, and which state enables them to live a peaceful life, a happy life, a prosperous life is called actually a welfare state. So you have to underline these important lines as well. So what will be the objectives of a welfare state? So the objectives of such a state are to eliminate illiteracy, poverty, and injustice from the society. And these are three major issues of any society. Everywhere we can see illiteracy, especially in the developing countries. We can see the literacy rate is very low. So illiteracy, poverty, and injustice, especially, is everywhere in the society. So if a state wants to be a welfare state, then the main objective of such a state are to eliminate illiteracy, poverty, and injustice from the society. So these are three major um, issues which which should be eliminated from our society. There, after that, state can be declared as a welfare state. Welfare state provides its citizens equal opportunities, facilities of education, health, and recreation, and these are all provided without any discrimination. So, welfare state provides all the facilities like the facility of education, health, recreation to its citizens without any discrimination of wealth or status or education. So everything, every facility in the society should be and must be equal for any, for all the citizens. Is it clear? So right here we have discussed basically three important points. First of all, the definition of a welfare state. Secondly, the objectives of a welfare state. And thirdly, the rights which a welfare state provides its citizens equally. Is it clear? So now we are going to start our revision. So I'm going to show you the questions, and you have to write down these questions on your loose sheets. So be ready for this, and open your cameras, beta. Turn on your camera. Shiza Faisal, Rumesa, Hafsa Shazad, Palak Sher, Hamza Mustaba, all of you, beta, turn on your cameras. Beta, if you are not going to turn on your cameras, then how can I check your work? So turn on your cameras right now. Okay. First question is, define a welfare state. Write down the first question. So first question is, define a welfare state. First of all, you have to write down the question, then you can give me the answer. Define a welfare state. Okay, Rumesa, turn on your mic, beta. Rumesa, you have to give me the answer. Yes, beta, who will give me the answer? Raise your hands. Define a welfare state. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Yes, Rumesa, beta.
Miss, welfare state is a state which cares for the basic needs of its citizens of the country and enables them to live a peaceful life. It's called the welfare state.
Very good. But Rumesa, why are you not turning on your camera, beta? Turn on your camera, beta. Show me your copy. Okay, very good, anyways. Okay, so the answer is a state that cares for the basic needs of its citizens and enables to live a peaceful life is called a welfare state. I repeat, a state that cares for the basic needs of its citizens and enables them to live a peaceful life is called a welfare state. Complete your question and then raise your hands if you have done this question. Okay. Once again, I repeat the answer. A state that cares for the basic needs of its citizens and enables them to live a peaceful life is called a welfare state. Abdullah, turn on your camera. Hafsa Shahzad, are you listening me, beta? Turn on your camera. Shiza Faisal, beta, turn on your camera. Yes, Rumesa, you are going to turn on your camera. Yes. Okay, Rumesa, very good. I can see your copy. Okay, complete your question and then show me. Shiza Faisal, beta, turn on your camera. Hafsa Shahzad, Hamza Mujtaba, Abdul Ahad. Fozia Fawad, beta, why are you not turning on your camera? Okay, raise your hands. If you have done, then raise your hands. Hamza, have you done, beta? Hafsa, Abdul Ahad, raise your hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Hamza, why are you not turning on your camera? Turn on your camera, beta. Show me your copy, Hamza. Okay, Rumesa, have you done? Okay, very good. Okay, next question is, well done, beta. Next question is, when did Islam present the concept of welfare state? When did Islam present the concept of a welfare state? This is not a new concept or new idea of a welfare state, but Islam has presented this idea a very long time ago. So when did Islam present the concept of a welfare state? Okay, Hamza, turn on your camera, beta. Zimil, Fozia, turn on your cameras. Abdullah, beta, show me your copy. Shiza. Okay, Fozia. Zimil, you have to give me the answer. Zimil Kashif, are you listening me? You have to tell me the answer of this question number 2. Yes, Zimil. Anyone else? Palak? Palak Sher, beta, turn on your mic. What will be the answer of the second question? When did Islam present the concept of a welfare state? Okay, beta, hurry up, Hamza. Very easy question, beta. Raise your hands if you know about this question. Raise your hands, beta. Rumesa, do you want to tell me the answer? Beta, you are all not giving a good response in the class. Why are you in the class? If you are not going to tell me the answer, you are not going to turn on your cameras or mics as well. Okay, Rumesa, beta, tell me the answer. Sania Javed, better turn on your mic and tell me the answer. When did Islam give the concept of a welfare state? Yes, Sania, beta. Hurry up, beta. Turn on your mic. Yes, you are turning on your mic, beta. Tell me the answer.
PSG.
Yes, beta. Say something. Tell me the answer. Sania Javed. Yes, Manur. Turn on your mic, beta. Tell me the answer. Yes. Yes, Shiza.
Miss,
Yes, beta.
the Islam present the concept of welfare state for about 1400 years ago.
Yes, very good. Beta, turn on your mic. Camera, sorry. Shiza, turn on your camera, beta. Well done, Shiza. Okay. The answer is, as I told you, that the idea of a welfare state is not new. So the answer is Islam presented the concept of welfare state about 1400 years ago. Is it clear? So write down the answer and show me your copies. Turn on your cameras, beta. Abdul Ahad, Sania, Shiza, Rumesa. Okay, I repeat the answer of question number 2. Islam presented the concept of welfare state about 1400 years ago. Yes, Shiza, turn on your camera, beta. Show me your copy. Sania, turn on your camera. Okay. Okay, Rumesa. Hamza, turn on your camera, beta. Yes. Okay, Rumesa. Very good. So next question is, write down three national goals of the government of Pakistan. You have to write down and you have to tell me only the names of three national goals. So tell me the names of, or tell me the something about the three national goals of the government of Pakistan. And these are three national goals which will uh, make a government as a welfare state. So Pakistani government is also trying to be a welfare state. So there are some national goals of our government. So which are these three national goals of the government of Pakistan? There are so many goals, but I am asking you about three national goals. Is it clear? Yes, Shiza.
Miss, the three national goals of Pakistan are state security, self-sufficiency, or peace initiatives.
Yes, very good. Shiza, you are. It is good that you are telling me the answer, but why are you not listening me? That I'm saying that turn on your camera, beta. And I noticed that in the previous classes and today also, Zimil is not responding in the class. Why Zimil, beta? Okay, Hafsa Shazad, beta, turn on your camera. Ishal Ali, beta, turn on your camera. Yes, Sania. Anyone else? Who can tell me the other three national goals, or anyone who wants to tell me the answer? Yes, Rumesa. Yes. I told you that there are so many goals. Yes. Yes, Rumesa beta.
Following at the national goals of Pakistan, setting up an Islamic state, struggle against exploitation, state security.
Yes, state security. Very good. Very good, beta. So I'm going to repeat the answer of this question. So as I told you, that there are so many goals of the government of Pakistan, but I'm going to tell you the three basic objectives, you can say, or national goals of Pakistan. First of all, setting up an Islamic state. Is it clear? Or Islamic society. First of all, first objective or first goal is setting up an Islamic society, and this is the basic goal of a Pakistani government, because Pakistan came into being on the basis of Islamic ideology. So it will be, and it must, it should be the first national goal of a Pakistani government. So, setting up an Islamic society. Is it clear? Second important national goal is state security. State security. Is it clear? State security. And third will be the self sufficiency, or you can write down any other objective like peace initiative. Is it clear? So, these are three basic national goals of government. I repeat once again: setting up an Islamic society, secondly, state security, and third, self sufficiency, or you can write down the third objective like unity of the Muslim countries, peace initiatives. These are the most important goals of national goals of Pakistani government. Is it clear? So now show me your copies. Yes, Rumesa, I can see, I can only see your copy. No one is listening this time, and only Rumesa is showing me. Yes, Shiza. Thank God. Okay, beta, Shiza, show me your copy, beta. Show me your copy.
मिस मैंने ना अभी स्क्रीनशॉट्स ले लिए, मैं जो है ना जब आपकी क्लास एंड होगी इसके बाद सारा जो रिवीजन है वो कॉपी में कर लूँगी.
Why, beta? Why are you not doing your work with us?
मिस आपको साथ साथ आंसर दे रही हूँ ना, तो इसलिए वो थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लग गया. अभी मैंने स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिए तो उसके बाद फिर मैं सारा काम कर लूँगी.
Beta, actually, this is your revision test. So we are not going to allow you to open your book, beta. Anyways, try to write down the answers right now. Is it clear? So be ready for the next question. And Shiza, beta, turn on your camera. Okay. So next question is, what do you know about the dignity of labor? Write down any 2 or 3 lines about the dignity of labor. What do you know about the dignity of labor? Okay. Abdur Rahman, yes, you are turning your camera, beta. Have you done the previous questions? Why are you so late, Abdur Rahman? This is not the right time to enter the class, beta. Okay, show me your copy, Abdur Rahman. Turn on your camera. So write down the question number 4. What do you know about the dignity of
मिस
labor?
मैंने लिखा अभी. मिस मैंने अभी नहीं देखा कि तेज है, और फिर जो है एक हाथ से कैमरा पकड़ूं और एक हाथ से देखूं, तभी मैं लिखता।
Okay, beta, write down the question number 4. What do you know about the dignity of labor? And raise your hands if you know anything
मैं
about the.
स्पेशली आज चैट नहीं करेगा।
Sorry, beta, I can't listen you clearly. What are you saying?
मैं स्पेशली स्लाइड दिखाएगा, स्पेशली वाली स्लाइड दिखाएगा।
Beta, at the end of lecture, in the last 5 minutes, I will show you the previous slide. Right now, you have to write down the question number 4 and try to tell me the answer of question number 4. What do you know about the dignity of labor? In last 2-3 minutes, I will show you the previous slides, and you have to copy down the questions, and after the lecture you have to complete your question answers. Is it clear? And I will check inshallah in next class. Okay. Only Shiza and Rumesa are going to tell me the answers. Everybody should take part in the class. If you are here, if you are giving the time to your class, then you have to tell me the answers. Is it clear? So, you should participate in the class, beta. So give me the answer. Only Shiza and Rumesa are active in the class. So yes, Shiza beta, give me the answer of question number 4. What do you know about the dignity of labor? Yes. First of all, you have to write down the question in your loose sheets. Then you have to tell me the answer. Yes, Shiza beta. Turn on your mic, beta.
It
Yes.
means that the people should be made conscious of the value and dignity of labor. The younger generation should be taught that progress and development with devotion and hard work, hard labor would merely be a dream.
Yes, very good. Well done, beta. Anyone else? Sania, beta, tell me the answer. Well done, Chiza. Very good. So, my question is, what do you know about the dignity of labor? And turn on your cameras, beta. Zimil, Fozia, turn on your camera. And where is Abdur Rahman, beta? Abdur Rahman, turn on your camera, beta. Show me your copy. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you the answer of this question. So be ready and write down the answer of question number 4. Yes, Muhammad Musa, better turn on your camera. Abdur Rahman, turn on your camera, beta. And where is Rumesa? Okay, Rumesa, beta, show me your copy after writing the answer of question number 4. So the answer is, dignity of labor means that the people should be made conscious of the value and dignity of labor. Is it clear? It means that people should be made conscious of value and dignity of labor, and especially the younger generation should be taught that progress and development without devotion and hard labor would be a dream. Is it clear? So, there is a great participation of our labor in the progress of the country. So, I repeat the answer. So, write down your answers, beta, in your copies, and then show me your copy. So once again I repeat the answer. It means that people should be made conscious of the value and dignity of labor, and especially The younger generation should be taught that the progress without devotion of a hard labor would be a dream. Is it clear? Have you done? If you have done, then raise your hands, beta. Show me your copies and raise your hands. Yes, Shiza, very good. Okay, Abdur Rahman, Rumesa, beta. Hamza Mujtaba, raise your hands, beta. Ishal Ali, Abdul Ahad. Turn on your cameras, beta, and tell me the answer. Show me your copies, beta, as well. Rumesa, beta, turn on your camera. Yes, well done. Raise your hands, beta. Muhammad Musa, Fozia, and Rumesa, beta, show me your copy. And raise your hands, beta. Yes, Rumesa. Okay, very good. Okay, beta, I can see your copy. Very good, very well done. Okay, complete your question and then raise your hands, beta. Yes, Shiza, beta, turn on your camera. Hamza Mujtaba, Abdur Rahman. Abdur Rahman, turn on your camera, beta. Show me your copy. Yes. Okay. Show me your copy, beta. Start writing the answer, beta. Why are you not writing the answer? Show me your question. Okay. Okay, beta. Start writing the answer. Hurry up. Time is too short, beta. We have to do two more questions. Yes. I repeat the answer. So write down the answer. It means that people should be made conscious of the value and dignity of labor. Hurry up, beta. Write down the answer. Yes, Sania Javed, beta, turn on your camera. Okay. As I told you that these are some national objectives of the government of Pakistan for being a welfare state, and I told you about the definition of a welfare state, that a state that cares for the basic needs of its citizens and enables them to live a peaceful and happy life is actually called a welfare state. So, for being a welfare state, there are some national goals of Pakistan, and this is one of the concept of dignity of labor. So, this is actually one of the national objective of a Pakistani government, that people should conscious about the dignity of labor. Their people should conscious about their hard work in the development of the country, in the progress of the country. Is it clear? So next question is, define state security. This is an other national goal of Pakistan. Is it clear? So define state security. It means, what do you know about the state security? So, define state security. Okay, beta, hurry up. Define state security. Yes, who will give me the answer? Yes, Rumesa. Do you know about the state security? Hafsa Shahzad. Only Shiza is going to raise her hand. Beta, you all have to participate in the class. If you are here in the class, then you should participate in the class actively. Okay, Shiza, give me the answer. Yes, Shiza, tell me the answer. What do you know about the state security? Time is too short, beta. We have to do the last question as well. Yes, Shiza. Rumesa, Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, beta, turn on your mic. Tell me the answer. What do you know
मिस
about?
कौन सा वाला
Yes.
बताएं?
What do you know about the
स्टेट
state
सिक्योरिटी
security?
का हाल है।
Yes.
अच्छा,
Hurry up,
एक
beta.
मिनट। मिस स्टेट, एक मिनट मिस। मेरे स्टेट सिक्योरिटी मतलब मेरे अपने ओन वर्ड्स में बताना है या
हाँ, बताइए
ये
बताइए.
किताब कॉपी वाला
Yes, yes,
बताते हैं?
yes. Tell me in your own words. Hurry up, beta. Time is too short.
मेरे मेरे स्टोर security is that security in which the state governor or the big state, um, the owner of the state, gives security to the people to lead a peaceful life. Otherwise, there is robbery or most of such
Okay,
things.
beta. Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, I will turn off your mic and turn on your
Well,
camera as well. I'm going to tell you the right answer of this question. So, it is the responsibility of people and the government. Both, is it clear? So, it is the responsibility of the people and the government to safeguard the country from internal and external danger. Is it clear? So, like government, it is also our duty to safeguard our country from internal and external dangers. Is it clear? So the proper answer is it is the responsibility of the people and the government to safeguard the country from internal and external dangers. Is it clear? So I repeat, it is the responsibility of people and the government to safeguard the country from internal and external dangers. Is it clear? Show me your copies, beta. Hurry up. Abdul Ahad, beta, turn on your camera. Ishal Ali, beta, turn on your cameras. Rumesa, show me your copy, beta. Hurry up. So it is the responsibility of people and government to safeguard the country from internal and external danger. Is it clear? Okay. Rumesa, show me your copy and write down the last question. Define the role of the head of an Islamic state. Define the role of the head of an Islamic state. Very easy question. Define the role of the head of an Islamic state. Yes, Rumesa, very good. Abdul Rahman, show me your copy, beta. Define the role of the head of the state. Tell me the answer. Who will give me the answer? Okay, I will tell you because time is too short, 1 minute left. The head of an Islamic welfare state is the servant of the people. Is it clear? Write down the answer. The head of the Islamic state is the servant of the people. Is it clear? Okay,